Hello! Today's tutorial is going to be how to make this snowflake, a crochet snowflake. This is an easy pattern that beginners can do. I tried to make it with a different color, a different yarn, and add a tie. You can do this as well to make a garland or to make it as a Christmas tree ornament. But today I'm going to show you this one. I prefer the white yarn with the sparkle. Looks more like real snow. And before we get started, I want you to know that this snowflake is not perfect. I have a tiny little imperfection, which is one extra stitch here that I did. And another one that I'm blocking over here has a tiny little imperfection on here. But it's very hard to notice, first of all. And my point is, even if you make a little mistake, each snowflake is different and they look beautiful, and I guarantee you no one will notice. But I will show you how to make the perfect one in today's tutorial. So to make this snowflake, you need some yarn. I used a thin acrylic yarn. You need a needle, crochet hook. This is a US size F5 or a 3.75 millimeter that I'm going to use. It's a little bit of a smaller needle than is recommended for this yarn. The package for this one recommended a 4 millimeter, but it's very close. And you will need a tapestry needle. So let's get started. Now, if you are going to make the string, you can leave a long tail in order to create that. But I'm going to make one like this without the tie. So I'm just going to start with a magic circle. So I'm going to do my magic circle like this, my magic ring, magic circle. And very carefully take my finger out. I'm going to do 2 chains to secure my magic ring. Oh goodness. There we go. And just because I twisted that all around, I don't want to confuse y'all. I'm going to do it one more time to show you. So start with a magic circle and 2 chains like this. Now working with your long string, inside your magic ring, you're going to do 6 half double crochets. So that looks like this. Wrap the string, go into your circle, loop your string and bring it up. You will have 3 on your hook. Wrap and pull through all 3. That is a half double crochet. We're going to do it again. Wrap, go into the circle, pull up, through all 3. That's 2. We're doing 6 half double crochets. Those first 2 chains do not count as a stitch. Okay, so once you have 6, it will look like this. We can count, double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These chains do not count as a stitch. You can pull the starting little string to tighten it up. And now you're going to connect your row by going into the top of that 6th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I almost went in the chain, so make sure you don't go in that chain. The chain does not count. And do a slip stitch. So into the top of that first half double crochet and wrap and pull through both. And that completes round 1 of your snowflake. This is the center round in the middle here. Okay, to start round 2, you're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to do a half double crochet in that exact same stitch. So we're going to be going right into there, into the exact same stitch that we just chained in. So wrap, go in, wrap, pull through, 3 on my hook. Wrap, pull through all 3. Now this chain does count as a stitch for round 2. So now we have 2 stitches in that first stitch. We are going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now in the next stitch, we're going to do another 2 half double crochet. So this is the next stitch here. So you wrap, go in, wrap, pull through. You'll notice it gets kind of twisted because I'm working on chains. So you can just roll it over so you can see those 3 on your hook before you pull through all 3. And again, in that same stitch, I'm going to do another half double crochet. So in each stitch around, we're going to have 2 half double crochets, and in between we have 5 chains. So do it again, chain 5, 3, 4, 5. In the next stitch, 2 half double crochets, half double crochet, and another half double crochet, and repeat. Chain 5, 2 half double crochets. You're doing this 6 times around. Oh, and careful, see if it gets twisted. Let's try that again. So before I start, I'm going to rotate it to do my half double crochet and another half double crochet. So I've so far done 2, 4, 6, 8. We're going to do a total of 12 half double crochets. First chain 5, then 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. And chain 5, and 2 half double crochets in the next stitch. And it's starting to look like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have our last 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we are not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are not going to do any more half double crochets. So this last stitch here was from our chains. This is not a stitch. We skip that, and we're going to slip stitch into the very top of that first double crochet. First half double crochet. So now we are finished round 2. It should look like this. You should have 6 little loops, which are those chain 5 spaces, and you should have 12 half double crochets around. All right, we are going to start round 3, which is the final round. To start, you're going to go into that chain 5 space and do a single crochet. So you wrap your yarn, pull it up, wrap and pull it through 2. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now we are going to find that very first chain, and we are going, sorry, your single crochet here, the very bottom of this, and we are going to do a slip stitch in there, which leaves us with this nice little loop. Now in the big chain 5 space, do a single crochet. This time we're going to chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, children watching, I said 6, 7. We're again going to go at the very bottom, the single crochet that started this little bit here, and do a slip stitch into there to attach the loop. And then in the big chain 5 space from the previous row, do a single crochet. So we're still in that first chain 5 space from the previous row. Now we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, slip stitch into the first single crochet and do a single crochet. Now I'll just show you what that looks like. Looks like this. So in that chain 5 space from the previous row, we had a single crochet, 5 chains, slip stitch, single crochet, 7 chains, slip stitch, single crochet, 5 chains, slip stitch, single crochet. Now we are going to repeat that, but to connect to the next 5 chain space, we will chain 2. 1, 2. So now we're going to do it one more time. So single crochet in the space, chain 5, slip stitch at the bottom of that into the first single crochet, single crochet, chain 7, slip stitch into the bottom, single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch into the bottom, single crochet, chain 2, and move on to the next chain 5 space. Repeat it again. Single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch at the bottom, single crochet, chain 7, single crochet, slip stitch, and then single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch, and single crochet. So it's starting to form a snowflake. We are halfway done the final row. Chain 2. Now go into that next chain 5 space, single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch into that first stitch, single crochet, chain 7, slip stitch into that first one, single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch, now this gold yarn again can be kind of annoying if you get stuck on the little gold tinsel. Single crochet, chain 2. We're going to do this 2 more times, so we have a total of 6 times that we do this. Single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch, single crochet, chain 7, slip stitch, single crochet, chain 5, slip stitch, single crochet, chain 2, and we're going into the final chain 5 space, and I'm going to do this one slowly. So we're going to single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch, single crochet, chain 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, slip stitch, single crochet, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slip stitch, single crochet. Now chain 2, and we're going to attach to this little space here that we started off this round with a slip stitch. Cut off your yarn, leave about 5 centimeters of a tail to weave in the end. Pull it through, and you are done your snowflake. Now the last thing, you will use your tapestry needle to weave in your ends. So you can just simply go in one way and back through the other way and cut it off. And same for here. Just sew it in, weave it in. So really, if I wasn't talking, it takes me about less than 10 minutes to make one of these snowflakes. So it's a great, cute little gift that doesn't take a lot of time. And the more you practice, the easier it gets. You just have to know a few stitches: half double crochet, slip stitch, magic loop, single crochet, and chain. I'm just gonna leave that one more time. Now this is finished, but I want you to take a look at it. See how my sides are kind of not as sharp as my other snowflake? That is because you can block it. So what you do is just pin it to a blocking board or a piece of cardboard and wet it and let it dry. And then when it comes off, it will be a little bit nicer. So you'll have the sharper edges. But yes, that's the end. You made a snowflake. So let it snow. Even if it doesn't snow where you are, you can have some snow. Thank you for watching. Happy stitching and have a lovely day or night, depending on where you are. Bye.